Douglas awoke this morning much wetter and messier than he'd ever been. He looked up at the bars over his head and the mobile hanging from them. His hands encased in their padded, thumbless prison. All he could do is bat at his toys. He picked up his bottle only to find it empty and started to cry. Alison entered. "Well, good morning, sunshine," she cooed. "Did baby have a good night's sleep?" He nodded his agreement. "That's nice. Sorry to tell you this, the trip we had planned for today is going to have to be postponed until tomorrow, because you were such a bad baby." Nana Natasha spent over 2 hours cleaning the poopy out of the playpen. She unhooked the top of the crib and helped Douglas out. Placing him on the changing table, she quickly changed his wet, messy diapers for a clean, dry one. This morning she dressed him in a one-piece sleeper. His sleeper had feet, mittens to cover his hands, and it zipped up the back, making it impossible for him to touch his diapers. She attached his pacifier to a ribbon sewn near the neck and placed it in his mouth. Douglas then crawled into the kitchen to his highchair for his morning breakfast. He was fed a large bowl or cereal along with one of applesauce. Afterwards he was placed in his freshly cleaned playpen and given his bottle. "Now be a good baby and drink it all gone." Natasha came in about the same time as the day before. Afterwards Alison kissed him goodbye and left for work. Natasha came in just as he had finished his bottle and gave him his second and then his third of his morning prune juice. He watched several cartoons on TV as Nana Natasha cleaned the kitchen and did the housework. "Baby Dan Dan," she cooed, "time for a diaper change." He crawled into the bedroom and got on the changing table. As Natasha changed him, she noticed something rather odd. "Is little baby showing me how much he likes his Nana?" "No time for that today, Dan Dan. I'm supposed remove this hair that coming back or baby's gonna get a diaper rash." Natasha took out a jar of a pink cream and started to rub it into his diaper area. She then took several baby wipes and removed it. She did the same to his chest, armpits and facial hair. Soon he was as hairless as a baby was again. What he didn't know that the cream was permanent. "There, now you're smooth just like a baby again," Natasha cooed as she diapered the happy baby Douglas. "Lunchtime," Natasha announced as she led Douglas back into the kitchen. Again he was fed several jars of baby food. After that his 2 bottles and he was set down for his nap. Today he awoke before Alison was home and he started to babble. This caused Natasha to come to his room. "Is my baby up already? Well, let's get him all set for mommy's arrival." She placed him on the changing table and again began to change his dirty diapers. Natasha heard a voice in the back of her mind say, "How dare you?" Natasha was too caught up in the moment to realize Alison was home early. Natasha suddenly found herself being pulled away from Douglas. Douglas watched as mommy Alison forced Natasha into his crib and locked it. Alison then turned her attention back to Douglas. She soon had him cleaned up, diapered and dressed again. Alison then placed him back into his playpen. "Mommy will be back in a moment," she said, then kissed him on the cheek. Natasha cowered in the crib as Alison stormed back into the room. "How do you play with the baby without asking?" Natasha averted her eyes until she felt something stab her in the butt. Soon her mind became foggy and she passed out. Alison administered to her the same substance she had given Douglas. While she slept, she was made to listen to the same tape that reinforced Douglas's babyish behavior.